Grand Theft Auto 4 is critically acclaimed to be most people's favourite GTA title in the entire series, and it's easily mine too. Not just my favourite GTA title in the whole series, but one of my favourite games of all time. A few years back we had plans that GTA 4 was planned for a remaster, but whatever happened to it? Grand Theft Auto 4 released in April 2008 for the Xbox 360 and PS3, then later on received a PC port that same year in December. In the following years, the game received 2 story DLCs with all new protagonists. These 2 new story DLCs were titled The Lost and Damned, which stars Johnny Klibitz, which focuses on Johnny's efforts to keep the Lost MC chapter in Liberty City running while dealing with internal conflicts and gang warfare. And then there's the Ballad of Gay Tony with Luis Lopez, which focuses on Luis's efforts to help Gay Tony overcome various problems, including drugs, debts, and disputes with mafia crime families. And these were both incredible additions to the already existing phenomenal story of GTA 4, which had one of the most iconic protagonists of all time, Niko Bellic. After playing the previous GTA titles such as GTA 3 and GTA San Andreas, when I first booted up GTA 4 for the first time on my Xbox 360 when the game released, it was unlike anything that I ever experienced before from a video game. GTA 4 had it all, and I personally think it is massively overlooked by most people in the Rockstar Games community. The grounded gameplay and focus on realism, the rich and diverse characters, the dark and gritty open world sandbox that is Liberty City is just to name a few things that this game does exceptionally well, which makes it a remarkable title. The main theme and radio stations are absolute bangers, especially Electroshock and Vladivostok FM. Then it also had one of the greatest multiplayer experiences of all time. GTA 4's multiplayer was one of the best online experiences that Rockstar Games have ever made, and that was solely because there is no concept of money online. As you can tell already, I have so many wonderful memories with this game. So that brings me on to the subject of this video, as to why GTA 4 never received the remastered treatment or a port for newer generation or older generation consoles like the PS4 or Xbox One. GTA 4 was a huge success when it released, and it earned $310 million in its first day and became the fastest selling entertainment product at that time. It was Rockstar Games' best selling game and most awarded title until the inevitable GTA 5 released in 2013, which has become one of the best selling pieces of entertainment ever to exist. So why didn't GTA 4 receive a remaster if it performed so well? Well, other Rockstar game titles such as L.A. Noire, for example, was originally released in 2011 and later received a remastered version 6 years later in 2017 for the PS4 and Xbox One. The same can be said for Canis Canem Edit, aka Bully, which originally released on the PS2 in 2006, but later received a remastered version in 2008, which is known to most now as Bully Scholarship Edition, which is playable pretty much everywhere. We even got a PS4 port of the original Max Payne and Manhunt from the PS2, which was well received by the community and it sold really well. GTA 5 released on the PS3 and Xbox 360 in 2013, and since then has been released on every console generation that has come since. I mean, it makes sense for Rockstar Games to keep re-releasing GTA 5 because it's their best selling game of all time, and they know how easy it can make them money, especially GTA Online, with the addition of microtransactions in the form of shark cards. Then finally, we got the appalling, disastrous launch of the remastered versions of the GTA trilogy from the 3D era, titled the Grand Theft Auto Trilogy, the Definitive Edition, which was mostly negatively received by customers because of how Rockstar Games allowed some of the best games of all time to be butchered by an external studio named Grove Street Games. It still surprises me to this day that Rockstar Games allowed the Definitive Edition to release, with them knowing themselves how drastically broken these titles were, and they still sold the trilogy for the price of $60. It's even being sold for $60 now, even after a couple of years of the Definitive Edition being out, which is just shocking. So Rockstar Games do have a record of re-releasing and remastering their titles, so it's surprising that GTA 4, one of the best selling games of all time, has never received the the same treatment. Well, a couple of years ago, just after the devastating release of the GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition, we finally got some news that plans for a Grand Theft Auto 4 and a Red Dead Redemption 1 remaster were on the table. But unfortunately, these were scrapped after the poorly received release of the GTA Trilogy. Even though the Definitive Edition was terrible, it still sold a ton of units. However, these numbers weren't good enough for Rockstar Games. This information about the remasters for GTA 4 and Red Dead Redemption 1 comes from the Rockstar Games community's most reliable source, Tez2, who has all the trustworthy news and information when it comes to rumours or leaks on anything Rockstar Games related. In a post from Tez2 a couple of years ago, he said the following: as per a reliable source with clear accuracy on Rockstar plans, remasters of GTA 4 and Red Dead Redemption 1 were on the table a few years ago, but Rockstar chose not to proceed with these projects in mind. The poor reception of the Trilogy Definitive Edition might be a reason behind that decision. In addition to this post, within the same thread, Tez2 stated that for fans who are more interested in other classic Rockstar games getting remastered and re-released, sources tell me that Rockstar has plans to develop new ports of games like Red Dead Redemption. So even though this post from Tez2 was from a few years ago, he was telling the truth, since we eventually got the PS4 port of the original Red Dead Redemption 13 years later in 2023, which performs at 60 FPS and has native 4K. However, the re-release of Red Dead Redemption 1 still costs $50 on the PlayStation Store to purchase, which is absolutely ridiculous for a game that is over 10 years old. You can almost guarantee it that if we do get a GTA 4 remaster or port, it would probably cost the same amount, which is crazy to even think. In a way, I'm sort of happy that we didn't get a remaster of GTA 4 with how poorly the GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition is, so it sort of worked out in our favour. However, there's still part of me that would really love to see a GTA 4 remaster, or even better yet, a port of the game for newer generation consoles. I think GTA 4 on PC to this day is still a nice looking game for what it sets out to be, with being this dark and gritty game. Yes, and I said PC because playing this game on console looks really bad and blurry in my opinion. But of course, I wouldn't expect a remaster of GTA 4 to be on par with the likes of Red Dead Redemption 2 or Cyberpunk 2077. All I would like to see from a remaster is a slight visual upgrade, similar to what the community are doing with their graphic enhancing GTA 4 mod packs, and possibly seeing Rockstar Games add cut content. To name a few of the cut content that was supposed to be in GTA 4, one of the weather conditions would have been snow, Nico would be able to purchase drugs, and you'd be able to go to the arcade with your friends. If you want to find out more information about the cut content that was supposed to be in GTA 4, Internet Rob did an excellent video on it, which I highly recommend you check out. If we ever did get a remaster, or better yet, a remake of GTA 4, I don't think I'd want it to be developed by Rockstar. I actually would rather see Remedy Entertainment work on the remaster or remake of GTA 4. Remedy Entertainment are known for their outstanding work on Control and Alan Wake 2. If you played Alan Wake 2, you'll know how visually stunning that game is, and how well Remedy captured the dark and gritty tone throughout the entire game. Remedy are also currently working on the remakes for Max Payne 1 and 2, which is being funded by Rockstar Games. So Rockstar do have a lot of faith in them to deliver a high quality product, and we can tell they will from their previous work. Could you imagine how stunning a remaster or remake of GTA 4 would be if it was made by Remedy? They'd be able to perfectly capture the same theme and tone that Rockstar delivered with GTA 4, and probably in certain areas do a better job. If Rockstar Games did plan to port GTA 4 over to newer generation consoles, I think this would still be a win for both Rockstar and the community. People on the GTA 4 subreddit have been asking for a part of this game for the longest time, so they can experience it for the first time on console, or to relive their moments of nostalgia from this title. My only wish is that if Rockstar Games does decide to port over GTA 4 to newer generation consoles in the future, they desperately need to include this game's multiplayer. This was one of the biggest downsides to Red Dead Redemption being ported over to the PlayStation 4 consoles. The re-release did not include the original multiplayer, and it honestly baffles me by how they decided to leave it out, since the multiplayer for Red Dead Redemption is still playable on Xbox consoles such as the Xbox 360, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X and S via backwards compatible, and also the PS3. And the servers for Red Dead Redemption on console to this day are still very active. So Will we ever get a remaster or port of GTA 4 in the future? Well, from this moment and all the way up until the release of GTA 6, I don't think we will, because Rockstar want to make this the best game ever made due to the huge anticipation everyone around the world has for it. If we ever will get a remake or port of GTA 4 is anyone's guess. You never know. Like I said before, Remedy could do an outstanding job with the remake of Max Payne 1 and 2, and Rockstar may ask them to work on a remaster for GTA 4 in the future. But this is just speculation on my behalf. Or even so, do we really need a remaster or port of GTA 4? As I've said already, GTA 4 on PC, in my opinion, is still a good looking game. And if you didn't think it was, you can always install graphic enhancing mods from a wide range of options online. So my question to you guys is, would you like to see a remaster or port of GTA 4 in the future? And if so, what new features would you like to see in it? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'd really like to hear your thoughts. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like. Also, if you do enjoy content like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button and click on the bell icon to turn on notifications so you don't miss my next upload. With that being said, I want to give a special shout out to my YouTube members and Patreon supporters: Cyberboy, Demonic Salsa, George Kent, Luke AV, Veggie Hot Dog, and Whaley. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and thanks for watching.